Hello, everyone. Welcome to News You Can Use. And today we have quite a few clips of newses here. Newses. Doing real well today. But here is from South Dakota News. Wheelchair adventure, a local outdoorsman's mission to help others with disabilities. This is an article written by Carter Smith on June 30th, 2023, so very recent. It's a story of perseverance and determination after a bad car crash left a man paralyzed from the neck down almost 10 years ago. While it's been a tough and long road to recovery, the outdoorsman is making sure people with disabilities are able to go hunting, fishing through a nonprofit he started. So that is awesome. You all know how much I love, the outdoors. So the first couple of years after my accident, I was kind of hopeless, wondering if I'd ever get to be able to do those things again. He said he was a big outdoorsman. So I really wanted to get back into hunting and shooting sports. That's when I stumbled across a company called Be Adaptive, which is a company that started out specifically to help a friend of his in a wheelchair that was paralyzed from the neck down to be able to shoot again, Dylan Young said. So there's pictures and samples and a video showing how he shoots from his wheelchair. Matt DeWild from Hull, Iowa, was injured in a car crash 5 years ago and is paralyzed from the chest down. Dylan Young lent DeWild his gun mount for a hunt out in Wyoming, where he tagged an antelope and a mule deer. Imagine that. They can't do things they used to, and he's helping out a lot of people, DeWild said. So this is good, for people to get back out in nature, and they've developed some special tools for people to go fishing, go hunting, and do what they love. So if you'd like to donate to Wheelchair Adventures to help volunteer, you can visit their website. So it has a link there where you can go and check things out. So congratulations to all these people who have been able to get back out in nature, and I will leave the link down below. North Texas boy and family get wheelchair accessible van after community support. So this is very awesome. We know that every little bit helps families and individuals to get around. A 12-year-old McKinney boy and his family received a new wheelchair accessible van after the community and charity organizations rallied to support the efforts. On June 28, Casey and Kayla Carr, parents of 12-year-old Stephen McGrath Carr, shared the news with the McKinney community. We got our van. An outpouring of generosity from the community and charity organizations make the dream come true for Stephen and his family. So this is coming from Channel 5 NBC, and this article was published and completed by the NBC DFW staff. So thank you for bringing that to the public, and I will leave the link down below so you can complete and read that wonderful article. Now the next one will probably be very familiar to us. This comes from Cheapism newsletter. Love it. Southwest Airlines customers complain there's a new scam to watch out for. So I don't know, folks, how this is going to be solved, but let's go through the article so you understand what's going on. Scroll through the Twitter at any time of day, and you'll likely come across someone who is fuming about an airline's experience. The latest complaint? One Southwest Airlines customer is complaining that passengers are using wheelchairs to board early, even if they don't need one. So, it's getting ridiculous. Twitter user Trend Reddy recently tweeted about his flight on Southwest Airlines, where they saw more than a dozen passengers using a wheelchair to board. Passengers using wheelchairs are allowed to board early via priority boarding. Pre-boarding scam at Southwest Air, the user wrote, including a photo depicting a line of people in wheelchairs. 20 passengers boarding using a wheelchair, and probably only 3 need one to deploy. These are what they're starting to call the miracle flights, where people use a wheelchair and then at the end they just get up and walk off the plane. So it's sad, folks. And if you are one of those people who are using wheelchairs in this fashion, we ask that you not do that. It causes delays. It causes shortage of staff, especially for those who truly need a wheelchair to get around. So please don't. I sat next to a wheelchair pusher recently, added Trixie Fairfield. Asked her, how many people do you think legitimately need a wheelchair? Answer, less than half. Most don't even pretend that they have a disability. They just want the perks. So I don't know. I truly don't know what an airlines needs to do, but probably people are going to have to, we're going to have to go to IDs or something, airport ID, and get a medical excuse. I don't know what the answer is, but this is pretty serious. So let's put our heads together and help the airlines correct this problem. All right, this is coming from The Guardian. I think The Guardian is from England. So we're going over to an article. It doesn't say who wrote it, but we might find it at some point. Okay. Mom calls an airlines to take more care after EasyJet loses son's wheelchair. Gillian Cloak says she wants to see dedicated space for mobility aids on planes after holiday in Paris partly wrecked. The mother of a disabled teenager whose holiday was partly wrecked after EasyJet lost his wheelchair on a flight to Paris has called on airlines to take more care when transporting essential mobility aids. Gillian Cloak spent hours of the holiday phoning EasyJet and 7 local wheelchair hire companies after the airline lost her 17-year-old son's Michael's wheelchair and failed to provide her with a replacement. Oh, that's pretty serious. Born with a congenital heart condition, hypoplasty left heart syndrome, Michael has a lack of oxygen in his blood, which causes severe fatigue. His mother said, when he walks or does anything arduous, his oxygen levels go down. Imagine walking along streets carrying your granny on your back. That's the extra amount of effort his heart has to make, she said. So yes, folks, the airlines, we need to start pressuring them so that they can figure out what to do with our medical equipment and not break it. So let's remind them over and over that serious consequences can follow if they keep on breaking our wheelchairs. So we shouldn't have to wait until September 30th for the United States Congress to make a change. So I will also post that article down below. The biggest news also is that July is Disability Pride Month. So after every video, I will have, a special clip so you can watch that. And feel free to like and comment and subscribe, especially during this month of Disability Pride Month. All right, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.